Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Data Dispatch. I hope everybody is having a great day. Today we're going to be talking about why this AI stock, specifically looking at AMD, might be one of the top performers of the year of 2023. Now, of course, that's just a speculation, but we have many large changes that AMD has recently announced, especially with their new AI chip that is going to be incorporated for these AI software companies to train their large language models. These are known as LLM. Now, specifically, the reason why AMD is looking kind of attractive here, and of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. This is for research and entertainment purposes only. But with that being said, NVIDIA right now holds about 80% of that market cap or that market share of the whole AI chip industry, specifically looking at their GPUs. Yesterday, we did have AMD that did show their new M1300X chip to be released. What is great about it is it does better than NVIDIA's competitor AI chip, and that's the N100. We're going to be looking at this. I'll pop it on the article for you, specifically looking at the possible market capitalization and the market share that AMD could tap into, taking away from NVIDIA possibly and increasing in valuation. Now, interesting thing here is AMD did not release the price of their new chip. However, the H100 for NVIDIA cost about $30,000, so it does not come at a cheap price. But with the amount of data and with the amount of parameters that these chips will be able to utilize to create these AI type models, and for the software companies to come in as AI is going to continue to advance, we're going to need the largest chips available. So if we pop it on the screen here, and of course hit that like button for daily videos looking into this kind of stuff, researching everything AI. It's popping on the screen for you. Here is of course the M100. Let's get my face out of the way. This is the M1300X or the MI300X. This is starting to ship to some customers later. Now, like I said, they didn't release their price action on what this is going to be. But looking at just some numbers regarding the actual market capitalization, you can see here they think these AI accelerators are going to grow from a $30 billion this year, looking at the total kind of AI accelerator, and these are chips that are focused on artificial intelligence, could be over 50% compounded at an annual growth rate to over $150 billion in 2027. Now, if that doesn't sound interesting, like I said, you got the H100 that costs at about $30,000. Looking at the comparison between both of these, the MI300X has up to 192 gigabytes of memory, which means it can fit even bigger AI models, like I had mentioned before, compared to the H100. NVIDIA's chip supports 120 gigabytes of memory. Now, looking at this and looking at these language models, the MI300X, basically the AMD chip, is holding and can do 40 billion parameter models. Now, with that, looking for comparison, ChatGPT's OpenAI, of course, we know them, they really blew up this year. They have 175 billion parameter AI model. So going up to 40 billion, I think, is important to understand how basically expanded that this can get. And with that being said, in addition to that, looking at the market capitalizations and looking at the performance of these stocks. First, if we pull up here NVIDIA, looking here in the last 3 months, NVIDIA has been doing quite well, going from about 277, having a jump up here to about 410, and sitting right now at a market capitalization of about $1 trillion. If we compare that over to AMD right here, specifically looking at where they're at in the last 3 months, they've really gone here from about $88 up to $124, down a little bit here in the previous few days. Now, with this being said, both of these AI type, or these are tech stocks, but focusing on AI, have really seen a large value in their market capitalization recently, because we've seen a lot of traction within the AI industry, many different advancements coming out with different chips from these tech companies. One specific thing to look at, though, Intel, at their market capitalization, is only at 200 billion. So if you even have just a few different companies that say, hey, we want to maybe utilize AMD and not use kind of the pressing stone or the top premium AI chip model, NVIDIA, and that's kind of been the top tier brand, kind of compared to a Mercedes or Apple, that's really been seen as the top brand regarding these GPUs, you could have a large swing and tap into the market capitalization of NVIDIA. Important things to think about. Of course, we're going to be keeping you guys updated on which companies are producing the best AI chips and how they're going to do in the future. So let me know, what are your questions? What are your thoughts? And what do you think is going to happen in the future? Leave it down in the comments and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.